The horses are chomping at the bit, Joe. It is now time.
They'll see the green next time through. The crowd here at Monadnock on their feet, getting ready to see 150 laps of the Whelen Modified Tour. The Toyota Pace truck will head for cover. They'll roll through turns 1 and 2, and the go time is now. The gate's about to open. Anthony Cecily down low. Tommy Catalano on the front row after the redraw.
They head down into turn number 3. All of the riders are on their stride. Ladies and gentlemen, the Granite State Derby is about to go green from the high banks of Monadnock.
Green flag out. Anthony Cecily quickly jumps out in front from the bottom lane. He'll open up 2 car lanes now as they head down back straightaway. John McKennedy in the 79, darting to the inside. He's looking
Purple now, up on the high side. Salamino gets crossed up, gathers it back, but loses several positions on the racetrack.
3 wide, here comes Silk all the way to the bottom as Hirschman goes back 2 spots. Now he gets second on the ground. Matt Hirschman in the 16 car, he is going backwards, gave up 3 spots.
Car number 43, caution flag is out.
Trouble, turn 4, it is Tyler Catalano, the number 84, who has gone around. Brings us under our first caution here. 23 laps complete for the 3rd annual Granite State Derby. 150.
You were just looking at Matt Hirschman. He is back in the 10th position. So after the drawing position number 7, he has dropped back 3 positions, but as Joe had mentioned, he is on the outside. Green is out. Cecily continues to set the pace. Here comes Jake Johnson. The bowler number 3 car gets a good bite on the bottom, and directly behind the number 3 car is Craig Lutz. Lutz now, and McKennedy. Door handle, and here comes Lonnie Silk. Joe Silk is being patient, but he's looking racy in the top 5. Trouble out. We've got another caution.
Car around the wrong way, midway down the back straightaway, pointing the opposite direction, and it appears to be the Nate Wenzel, number 81. Left rear tire is down. You can see he caught the left side of that 81 to the outside Armco mirror. Anthony Cecily continues to be the race leader. He has led from the drop of the green flag. He's got a new challenger on the outside, and Jake Johnson and Craig Lutz will line up 3rd, which has proved to be a pretty good starting spot. Green flag back out. Cecily quick with the trigger. He'll jump out in front of Johnson, but Johnson tries to put the nose up ahead. He'll make contact, slide up the hill, and they stack up behind.
While he slides up the hill, that works to the advantage. Lutz moves to the inside. Here comes Ronnie Silk. Silk puts the car to the bottom, drifts up just a bit. He now moves into the 3rd spot. All that's been happening. Meanwhile, shuffle back in the outside group is John McKennedy with that number 79 car. Down the back straightaway, here comes Silk. Bonsai move to the bottom, going, gone. 3rd different leader of the event.
You can see him setting that pass up. Silk rolls through turns 1 and 2 so easily. He was able to get to the back bumper of Craig Lutz and just drive underneath him at the entrance of turn 3. And already, Ron Silk able to start to extend by a car length or 2. That car is on rails right now.
Lonnie Silk and Phil Moran. Oh, trouble now. It appears that Kyle Bonsignore's car, a puff of smoke. We see some damage done to the back end of the machine. And let's see what's going to happen. Bonsignore is looking to head back to the paddock area. What a tough break. He was contending strong up in the front pack of cars. Kyle Bonsignore's day will end.
Let's get a replay of what happened here. We'll see the 22 car. We saw the damage on the back of that car, the sail panel, as it came by us here along the start-finish line. Getting down into turn 1, we saw Ripkema in the 32. They were having a great battle for position
now,
number 4 on the track.
Keep your eyes. There was something let go. And all of a sudden, he did the right thing, pulled to the top side of the racetrack. Tyler Ripkema and his spotter get the I Done Good award. He certainly is. He's on the inside of that 3rd row. Outside of him, we haven't talked much about the 1 again, but it's resurfaced as well. Green, and we're racing. Here is Silk, side-by-side bid for 2nd. Lutz and Jake Johnson on the inside. Great speed shot down the front straightaway. Jake Johnson moves back into 2nd. Lutz settles back into 3rd. Side-by-side battle. Here comes Matt Hirschman.
Opportunity now for Matt Hirschman to see if he can pick up a couple of spots here in the late going. 55 to go as they hit the back straightaway. Hirschman working bottom. Yellow, red, number 60 underneath Anthony Sessions, who's still inside the top 5 and having a great day. Here's picking up spots up front. Don't take your eye off the race lead, though, because Jake Johnson is putting the bumper to Ron Silk, and he is putting some heat on him, trying to see if he can get his first ever Whelen Modified Tour victory. Silk not able to drive away from Jake Johnson. Johnson trying to set him up off turn 4, looks to the bottom. He'll sail it to the bumper in turns 1 and 2.
Remember earlier we saw that Jake Johnson made a little bit of a stutter step, gathered it back. Now, further back, we just saw a shot. Anthony Nacella, he's working his magic. Here comes Johnson. Saw a little daylight. Plants it into the bottom. It is Jake Johnson. The Lynch Propane Plus has lit him up to take over the lead. Just that. Lutz back in the 3rd spot with car number 46. Here again is Silk. Reeling him in. Looks to the inside. Melissa Fifield is there. The move that could have gave him the advantage is all but gone. Sneak peek. Can't do it. He'll look to the bottom.
Here comes Ron Silk, exactly how he took the lead the first time. It was setting up off turn number 2. Now he pulls to the bottom of Jake Johnson, but Johnson holds him off.
There's no question about it. You were right. On the long run, it appears that Silk has a little stronger of a car. He gets momentum, but that doesn't defer Jake Johnson, who's still the leader of the event. We've got a spin.
It's the 5 of Kyle Ebersol, who has spun between turns 3 and 4. And I think that was the last thing that Ron Silk wanted to see, because he's going to have to start on the outside when we get the green flag. And he will do what it takes to win. That's why they have him drive that 16 car. Jake Johnson has never won before. We don't know what he will do in this position. And Austin Beers, is there any payback for Richmond? Sitting there in the 3rd spot. Green flag is out.
And it is Jake Johnson. But look out, here comes Ron Silk. Pedal to the metal. Down into turn number 3. Drifts up just a bit. But Jake Johnson comes off the turn like a rocket. Here comes Austin Beers. Now working over Ron Silk.
Beers did not get the start he needed. He needed to get by Ron Silk. If he wanted a shot for the win,
Cecily goes around
in turn 4. Caution number 5 is out.
Here they are. And this is the situation with the 19 car. Anthony Cecily, what a nice save by Justin Bonsignore. He got on the binders, then threw the car to the bottom. Emerling back in 7th. And Timmy Salamito all the way back up to the top 8.
Time to go to the whip. Green flag goes out, and Jake Johnson much better this time by, as he is able to get ahead on Ron Silk. Silk hangs in there on the outside lane, but Silk into the wall. He overdrives turn 2. He's into the outside wall, and the 16 car is off the pace.
Trouble now. Ron Silk continues.
That car badly damaged.
Yes, it literally rode up on the right front, down the back wall. You can see the black mark on the Arco barrier. Another car on the line, Ken Lano, car number 56. Gathered it back somehow, back up front. Jake Johnson still the leader.
3 laps to go. The last time Old Blue won a race in the Whelen Modified Tour, it was 7 years ago. It was 2017. Rowan Pennick was driving the car that day. Jake Johnson has been sensational. He's run part-time seasons the last 2 years, but today could be the day for Jake Johnson. He'll roll through turns 3 and 4, come off turn 4, white flag for Jake Johnson.
Final circuit around. The youngster who cut his teeth at Seacon Speedway. Full body driver, now a modified driver. He'll hang his hat to win the Granite State Derby on the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour from Monadnock Speedway.
Jake Johnson has done it. This race car, this team, the Bowler family, Jake Johnson has worked at it. He earned it every step of the way today. He proved to be a contender, and Jake Johnson has now added his name to the list of Whelen Modified Tour winners. He wins the Granite State Derby. He's going to Whelen Modified Tour victory lane.
Certainly is. Austin Beers, an impressive run to finish in 2nd. Patrick Emerling held on for 3rd.
As Jake Johnson climbs from his race car down in victory lane, victorious on the Whelen Modified Tour.
in victory lane of the Granite State Derby, and he's come close, but he claims his first NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour win in the Granite State Championship. Congratulations to you, Jake Johnson.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I got to thank a lot of people and all the fans for coming out tonight, but there's so many people behind the scenes when it comes to the 3-car that make this happen week in and week out. And it's just an honor to be here in victory lane for them and get that long-awaited win.
Tell us about that, particularly the last part of the race. Couple of restarts there. I know after that last restart, you really took off, but you had Ron Silk alongside on some of those restarts.
Yeah, definitely. The competition was tough today. This track is just beautiful. I can't thank what Norm Renz and Josh Pineda have done to class this place up. It's a beautiful facility, and I'm excited for the next 2 races.
Well, congratulations. You're the Granite State Derby champion and a winner in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour.
Thank you.
Jake Johnson in victory lane picks up a big win here this afternoon.